With the first pick in the 2014 NBA Draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Andrew Wiggins from Toronto and the University of Kansas.
Hey everyone, Faisal here with you inside the Sportsnet newsroom. It appears a lock that the Cleveland Cavaliers will add love to their club and that Andrew Wiggins will start his NBA career north of the 44th parallel. According to multiple reports, the Cavaliers and Minnesota Timberwolves have agreed on a deal that will send All-Star Kevin Love to Cleveland in exchange for both first overall pick Canadians Wiggins and Anthony Bennett, as well as a protected 2015 first rounder.
The NBA has been dominated by the Warriors-Cavs rivalry for 3 straight seasons. It seemed as though those teams would be clashing in the finals for years to come. But after adding Kevin Durant, the Warriors are so damn overpowered that it's actually ridiculous. Because of this, there are rumors of LeBron James leaving in free agency, and recently Kyrie Irving has demanded a trade from the Cavs because he doesn't want to be left in the dust when LeBron potentially leaves. Because of this, a lot of people are bringing up the trade that the Cavs made back when LeBron first joined the Cavs, the Andrew Wiggins trade for Kevin Love. Love at the time was seen as a superstar, and Wiggins as a future superstar. With the Cavs building a contender, the trade at the time made sense. But now with Cleveland's future uncertain and the Cavs trying desperately to hold on to what they have, a lot of people are asking themselves, what if the Cavs kept Wiggins? Well, I'm here to answer that question. In the 2014 offseason, Kevin Love still had to be moved somewhere. The Timberwolves had a plethora of other offers for K. Love. The Bulls offered Jimmy Butler and Nikola Mirotic. Both the Celtics and Suns offered 2 or 3 picks. The Rockets offered Chandler Parsons, Terrence Jones, and multiple first-round picks. But the best deal that they were offered, besides for the Wiggins deal, was Klay Thompson, Harrison Barnes, and David Lee for Kevin Love and Kevin Martin. With the Wiggins deal off of the table, this is the deal that the Wolves take. Going into the 2014-15 season, while Kevin Love definitely makes the Warriors better than they were last season, they're not nearly as good as they were in real life, as Draymond Green rides the bench with Love starting, and with Barnes going to the Timberwolves, they have no backup 3, and Kevin Martin makes for a poor replacement for the other half of the Splash Brothers. They finish as the 4th seed in the West, with the Rockets being the 1st seed. Out East, Andrew Wiggins struggles out of the gate for the Cavs because he is now a 3rd option rather than a 1st, and he struggles as an off-ball player. But this draft class was so weak that even with these problems, Wiggins still walks away with Rookie of the Year. And because the Warriors aren't nearly as good, James Harden ends up winning the MVP. Onto the 2015 playoffs, in the first round, conveniently Wiggins doesn't get his arm pulled out by Kelly Olynyk, unlike Kevin Love, and the Cavs cruise their way through the East. Unfortunately though, Kyrie Irving still does go down with an injury in the second round versus the Chicago Bulls. In the West, the Rockets are the ones to come out on top after a great conference finals matchup that went to 6 versus the Portland Trail Blazers, where both Damian Lillard and James Harden exchanged clutch shots. In the NBA Finals, Dwight Howard goes down with an injury, as you would expect from Dwight. And this series came down to who had the best player. And MVP or not, Harden is in no way better than LeBron. So in 6 games, the 2-man game of a rookie Wiggins and LeBron going into his non-human playoff mode, they win a championship, finally giving Cleveland the pro sports championship that they have been looking for. And of course, LeBron is Finals MVP. In the 2015 NBA Draft, unfortunately for the Timberwolves, Klay Thompson broke out in Minnesota, averaging 26 a game, and Harrison Barnes turns into Dallas Mavericks Barnes with the minutes and touches that he gets. So the Wolves are actually a lot better, which I know that sounds good in theory, but this means the Wolves now have the 11th pick in the draft, which means the Lakers slide up to the 1st pick, and that means...
With the first pick in the 2015 NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky.
The Sixers with the 2nd pick take D'Angelo Russell, and the Knicks actually take Jahlil Okafor, because that's who the Knicks wanted in this draft originally. And with the 4th pick, the Magic still take Mario Hezonja because they already have a power forward in Aaron Gordon. So the Sacramento Kings now have the 5th pick, and that means...
With the 5th pick in the 2015 NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Kristaps Porzingis from Liepāja, Latvia.
And the Minnesota Timberwolves took Miles Turner, a future all-star center, but a hell of a downgrade from Karl Anthony Towns. In free agency, in the LaMarcus Aldridge sweepstakes, the Cleveland Cavaliers suddenly have become huge players with a decent amount of money to play with because obviously Wiggins on his rookie contract is cheaper than Kevin Love. So the Cavs sign LaMarcus Aldridge. So with LA and Cleveland, Kevin Love decides to leave the Warriors to sign with the Spurs for the same reason LaMarcus left Portland. So the Warriors are really getting screwed in this scenario, which I think makes now a good time to point out that I am not a fan of the Warriors or Cavs, so there's no bias here. Anyways, in the 2015-16 season, Andrew Wiggins makes a huge jump as a three-point shooter and defender, as he really needs to be good as a 4th option now with LaMarcus Aldridge now on the Cavs. And LaMarcus drops off a bit just like he did on the Spurs, but he's still a huge help offensively with Tristan Thompson no longer being the starting 4. The floor is way more wide open with LA's mid-range shooter. And in the West, the Spurs are now the dominant team in the West with Kevin Love not having the drop-off that Aldridge did, but the Thunder are right there behind them with the 2nd seed, and the Warriors get the 6th seed without Love. Even with Draymond breaking out, the Warriors are still missing Klay Thompson and the depth that they got with Harrison Barnes. And speaking of those two, the Timberwolves get the 9th seed with Klay averaging 28 a game as a first option, and LeBron wins MVP this year with Curry's Warriors being too low of a seed for him to be a serious contender. In the playoffs, in the Western Conference Finals, the Spurs and Thunder battle it out in a 7-game series where the Thunder come out on top. And out east, as you would expect, it's the Cavs who make it out of the East after a sweep in the conference finals. And in the finals, in the first 4 games, both teams defend home court. In Game 5, the Thunder win after a 38-point performance from Kevin Durant and a triple-double from Russell Westbrook. And in Game 6, LeBron gets a triple-double of his own with an incredible 44 points, 14 rebounds, and 11 assists, going into full playoff mode. And in Game 7, this game goes to double overtime with Kevin Durant hitting a tough 3 over LeBron with 30 seconds left. And the Cavs in the next possession give the ball to LeBron in the post, and he kicks it to LaMarcus in the corner for a 3. LaMarcus misses off of a great contest from Serge Ibaka, and the Oklahoma City Thunder defeat the Cavs, and Kevin Durant wins Finals MVP. The 2016 NBA Draft goes relatively unchanged. In free agency, after winning a championship and Finals MVP, of course Kevin Durant re-signs with the Thunder, and Nicholas Batum signs with the Golden State Warriors to give them the versatility that they need. And Harrison Barnes leaves the Timberwolves to sign with the Mavericks. In the 2016-17 season, the Warriors are the 5th seed, even with the help of Batum, and Stephen Curry begins to get frustrated with his situation. And the Timberwolves get the 11th seed with Klay Thompson averaging 30 a game being the only real scoring option on the team. The Cavs are the 1st seed in the East with Wiggins now being a proficient shooter and a solid defender. And the Thunder get the 1st seed this year and the Spurs get the 2nd seed. And Kawhi Leonard actually wins MVP this year with him really carrying the Spurs to be almost as good as the Thunder when it was really only himself and Kevin Love. Onto the playoffs, the Spurs and Thunder once again have an amazing battle in the conference finals, but the Thunder are a more talented team, and they advance to the finals. And the Cavaliers manhandle the Celtics in the conference finals. So once again, the Cavs and Thunder face off in the finals, but this year, Wiggins is 1 more year into his career, and he has a ring and 2 years of experience on his belt. So he is a huge help in this series. And that with Kyrie not disappearing in this finals, LaMarcus Aldridge being deadly in the mid-range, and LeBron just being LeBron, The Cavaliers win the 2017 championship with LeBron again winning Finals MVP. In the 2017 NBA draft, the first 8 picks remain the same, but the Timberwolves with the 9th pick take Dennis Smith Jr., giving them the point guard of the future, and the Bulls end up trading Jimmy Butler to the Celtics because the Wolves weren't trying to put together a playoff team, so they don't try to get him, and the Celtics essentially trade the 3rd pick and Terry Rozier to the Bulls, and the Bulls take Jason Tatum to be their future franchise player. And Paul George still gets traded to the Thunder because the Thunder still have the same assets they gave up for PG, giving them a crazily stacked team. And the Warriors with the 23rd pick take Kyle Kuzma, and I'm mentioning that small detail to give some consolidation because on the free agency, after 8 years of mediocrity in his career, Steph decides to sign with the Charlotte Hornets to play where he spent most of his childhood. And this makes a great backcourt with him and Kemba Walker, and because of this, the Hornets also signed Danilo Gallinari and Serge Ibaka to make a deep playoff run. That's the end of the what if. For a quick simple winners and losers list, the Warriors along with Klay Thompson and Stephen Curry are losers in this scenario, as Curry misses out on 2 MVPs and 2 championships. And for the winners, LeBron wins an extra MVP and an extra championship. And of course, Andrew Wiggins, only in his 4th season, has 2 rings, and even though he's getting less touches, I'm sure he'll take that in exchange for all that hardware. That's the end of this video. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more NBA content, what ifs, and my GM. And cue the outro music.
I dare you play your cards, boy, you bet I'm a trendsetter too. Fire when the strobe hits you.
That's it, Brian?
Yes.